Number 3 is for 3-minute rounds of boxing in the Super Welterweight division, live here on VIPboxing.tv. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out to the blue corner, wearing the black, red and silver coloured shorts. At the weight scale, 10 stone, 10 pounds, 8 ounces. He hails from Starbridge in Didmouth, presenting Ben Fields. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white coloured shorts trimmed with a silver and grey effect. At the weight scale, 10 stone, 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Tonight is his proud professional debut, presenting from Liverpool, Jay Collins. Timekeeper at the bell, the always professional, Mr. Peter Humphrey, referee Darren Sargentson from Manchester, 4 3-minute rounds.
Fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean. Don't anything low. Watch your heads. When I say break, take a step. Most importantly, defend yourself all times.
Thank you, Peter.
Here we go then, and just looking at Ben Fields' records, it wasn't long ago those 2 wins. They got MJ Hall, one of them. And like you said, you don't really know what you're going to get.
Round 1.
No, he's certainly not going to go into his shell from the start, is he? You know, if he's decided to go on the road, he may have that in the back of his mind, but there's no reason for him to come into this without anything other than full confidence.
Nice start from Collins.
Yeah, Collins coming out of a Solly, you know, one of the top gyms here in Liverpool. Training now with Dirty Derry Matthews, Liverpool legend we can call him, can't we? Gary Thornhill and Georgie Vaughan, a genuine Liverpool legend over there at Derry's gym in the city centre.
He started really well behind that jab. But already you can see Fields isn't that kind of typical journeyman. He never was going to be coming in today, but he's certainly throwing shots.
You can just see though, just compared to, you know, we were talking about Sean Yaxley before, who's boxed at very high amateur level. You can just see that Jay is just a little bit more tense, isn't he? You know, you can see the look of concentration on his face and the way he's holding himself. Just a little bit more tense than Sean was, and that's just purely down to that experience you've got. I know Jay's sparred a lot of people in America, he's sparred some former world champions, but nothing prepares you for this, does it? Fields there just spitting out his own jab though. Looks like he's just trying to work out what's coming back his way.
Yeah, and he's certainly got more ambitious as this round has gone on. When you were talking before, he landed a right hand of his own. It's like you said, for Collins this is more like the debut we used to see on these VIP shows. You can see the nerves in there. Nice shot from Collins landing. They obviously have confidence in his ability to take this fight on his debut as well. You know, not many fighters will fight a fellow undefeated fighter on the debut.
Fields definitely looking the looser, but Collins the busier. Just putting his punches well together there, nice left to the body.
Yeah, I think he's just starting to work things out in there, Collins, now.
Just touching there with the Fields, for jab Fields. You know, if he has got any ambition, he's going to have to put a bit more into it, and that nice left up there to the body there from Collins as well.
Yeah, I think Collins is just landing the crisper work at the moment.
Just watch him as he sits on his stools, first round over. I think you could see that the first 30 seconds to a minute of that, you know, he was holding himself tensely. You could tell by the look on his face that he had to think his way through that, but like as you said, Luke, he just seemed to relax, didn't he, as the 3 minutes came to an end.
Yeah, and I think you'll see a lot more relaxed Jay Collins in this second round now. It's always hard for these guys to get the first round under the belt, especially being at home in front of such a big crowd. Yaxley didn't have as much pressure on him being away from home. They'll be looking to establish that jab again in that second round and start to show what he can do. For Ben Fields, he's still got a little bit of ambition about him. You can see there's moments in there where he's having success. And if James Collins does come through this, he'll learn a lot from being in there with an under 30 fighter. A lot more so than some of these journeymen that he could have had on his debut.
He might also lull him into a false sense of security over where he's going to be openings. Christian Light boxes around this way. Christian's retired now, but if you went from Ben Fields to Christian Light, it'd be like hitting a brick wall, wouldn't it, in your second fight? So absolutely no openings whatsoever. Ben just coming out with a little bit more head movement, showing his own feints and jab there, so he's still got plenty of ambition himself.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier we didn't know what kind of fight this would be, but it's turned out to be quite an equal one, quite a technical one. Collins has certainly looked better behind that jab, picking his shots, but Fields' success is just coming in the odd shot that he's throwing, the odd right hand.
That's nice, wasn't it? Or, you know, just put a 2 or 3 piece combination together there, just pivoted off, let his hands go again, and then just skated out of range. Beginning to see more of what Collins is capable of here now. Nice footwork. Nice quick hands.
Yeah, and by doing that, he slowed Fields down a little bit. And it's now Fields that looks the more tense of the two. You can see it in his shoulders. Collins looks so good when he pivots off his jab.
Keep your comments coming in. Hashtag VIP Boxing Live on Twitter. Only full fights are streaming the entire show, as is the VIP Boxing's promotion website. So whichever one of those you're watching on, let us know your comments, your thoughts, what you think of Jay Collins, what you thought of Jay Farrell. Exciting. Everyone likes a knockout, don't they? Everyone likes a big punching, big heavy guy knocking people out. Let us know what you thought of Jay. And Sean Naxley, talented Welshman, made his debut. We thought he looked pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, Collins has settled into this second round really nicely now. He's having a lot more success than he did in the opener. It's like you said though, he's going to get a bit of a shock when he gets in next time with one of these journeymen.
Fields as well, you know, he may decide to take it on the road just purely because of lack of opportunities and take away the pressure of selling tickets, but he's a nice tidy little fighter himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't taken too many shots yet. He's looked good defensively. And the beauty of it is he hasn't learned how to go on the road yet. He's not just going to tuck up in there. He's always going to be throwing shots back.
Nice from Collins there, just waiting for a shot. It's right and just missed, but the ambition was right, wasn't it? And the technique was right. Just waited for a shot and then came back with 2 of his own.
Yeah, another round in the bank. That one a lot more convincing for Collins. Dominated that one throughout. And you struggle to see him not being 2 rounds to the good so far. More of that second round and be cruising his way towards a points victory. Nice and relaxed in that corner as well. He sold a few tickets tonight. Got quite a big following dotted around the Olympia.
Just be able to sit on your stool there and whatever the 3 people there are telling you, you know it's going to be right, don't you? George Vaughan, Gary Thornhill, Gary
10
Matthews,
seconds.
as I said earlier. You know, Gary Thornhill looks after Birds of Prey. There's a random fact about the Northwest boxing team.
Seconds out, round 3.
Apparently takes his hawks into the gym sometimes. Don't say you never learn anything on VIP Boxing TV.
Looks so sharp behind that jab, Collins. He started the second round the same way he started this one. Picking his shots nicely off that jab.
Fields there, just keeping his hands up, staying close throughout that flurry there from Collins. Didn't take anything, but if you are scoring it, Collins, you know, all the punches are coming from him at the moment, aren't they? All the activities coming from Jay Collins. Just loosening up now, showing some feints, dipping his way in. You know, we've not seen that for 2 rounds, have we? Feeling a bit more confident.
You can see in the way he's throwing the shots as well. You know, he's really tense in that first round. Started to open up a little bit in the second, and it's been a decent round, this third one. Just trying to draw Fields in to land his own shots. Straight right hand to the body. Collins seems to pick his shots quite well as well. You know, in this third round especially. He's not wasting too much. I think as far as tests go on your debut, this has been pretty much perfect for Jay Collins. He's never looked in danger in there so far, but he certainly had to think about everything he's doing.
Yeah, good capable opponent, Ben Fields. Landed a nice little left himself, but did get countered by Jay.
Yeah, Fields is someone I'd love to see in with a few more prospects if he has decided to go on the road. He certainly provides a different test to a lot of the journeymen. And we've seen it all tonight really so far. You know, Jay Farrell's opponent tried to spoil, just tried to get his way through the rounds. Kevin's a master of just tucking up, taking shots. And Fields is having a real go. Oh, lovely left hook to the body. He's starting to pick his shots now, Collins. Just pick off Fields' defence. Another round in the bag.
Yeah, another round in the bag there for Jay Collins.
And he'll certainly be happy with that one. Growing in confidence every second of every round so far. But another good debut.
Still to come tonight. Next up, Mike McKay, making his second start. Hurt his shoulder before his professional debut, but still looked pretty good actually. But he fights Ivo Zedniak. Matthew Rennie, he's going to fight Gary Maguire. Luke Willis, Django Willis fighting Fons Alexander. Sean Cairns against Brett Fido. I think that might steal the thunder from McGuinness and Day later on. Sean Dodd and Jordan Ellison, and then Tom McGuinness and Colin Day. Bit of an anticipated local derby there over 8 rounds. 2 young
Corners,
ambitious
10
fighters.
seconds.
Full credit to them both for accepting it.
Seconds out for your 4th and final round.
You're starting to see that a lot more on the VIP shows as well. The VIP fighters going against each other. Really competitive main events that mean a lot on the domestic scene, and the winner of tonight, you know, people will start talking about them.
It moves you very close to an area title shot, doesn't it?
Yeah, the same way Adam Ridge and Joe Eco on the Jolly Boys in a few weeks. The winner of that catapulted up the rankings. Yeah, it's good to see fighters with that ambition so early on in their careers.
Yeah, it's been a good runner for VIP this year. You know, if you tune in every week, you'll have enjoyed it. You know, we had Liam Taylor against Tyrone Nurse, a cracking fight a couple of weeks ago. Another local derby tonight in Bolton. We've got Jack Cullen in a Commonwealth title eliminator. We've also got Mason Cartwright and Kelly fighting for a WBO European. That's surefire cracker, that one. So all the time on VIP now. You can be assured of some good, evenly matched, exciting fights.
Just we're talking there, Fields having a bit of success in close there with Collins. Yeah, you could hear a couple of the crowd shouting behind us. Collins just got to get behind that jab again. That's when he looks his best, when he's picking his shots. And Fields has had success up close. And that's where Jay wants to be, where he is now.
Nice right hand there from Ben Fields.
Been a good round this from Fields. He's landed a lot of shots early on in this 4th round. Halfway through it now. You can hear Derry in the corner shouting for him to keep that distance as well. That's where he's looked his best.
Yeah, when he can let the punches go, he can land them at arm's length and just move his feet and go again and punch in 2s and 3s. That's when Jay's been at his best, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can see by the build of Fields, he's one of those fighters that want to get in close, use his strength. He's got big upper body, strong arms. But Jay's done well just to keep him at range. That's a lovely right hand over the top.
Nice little left hook there as well from Ben Fields. These 4 rounds will have felt like a lifetime, won't it, for Jay Collins? Just wonder if he's beginning to feel it now in his legs. And Ben, who's done it now, this is the 3rd time he's been the 4 rounds, just paced himself a little bit better, and he's done much better in this 4th round.
Yeah, people don't appreciate how long 4 rounds feels in there to these guys. You know, especially with the pressure. A lot of energy gets taken out of you on your ring walk and in your changing rooms. But Jay still looks comfortable despite Fields' success at times. He still looks comfortable in there. Still throwing that jab out and landing. Yeah, we haven't had a good 4 rounds for Jay Collins on his debut.
Yeah, good well-matched fight that, I thought. Good debut for Collins. Fields performed well, nice tidy boxer. A nice test on his debut for Collins.
Interesting to see how the referee scored this one. The last round was certainly close. But I think Jay Collins will be pretty happy with that. Good test for him, and Ben Fields is someone I'd certainly like to see in the VIP ring again soon. Get the announcement in a few moments' time.
Yeah, Darren Sargentson, whose name we didn't mention once then.
Sign of a good referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of super welterweight action, referee Darren Sargentson has scored the contest 39 points to 38 points for your winner, Ben Fields. Your appreciation, please, for Jay Collins.
Well, wait. There we go, Ben Fields. We thought it was a nice, tidy little performance there from Ben Fields. But we thought, when I heard 39-38, I thought that the 30, I thought it was the final round he'd given to Ben, scored one even, and Jamie had won a couple. But there we go. I think we've got to say, well done, Ben Fields. You know, we were impressed with him. He came to win. He boxed nice and neatly, didn't he? Nice, tidy little fighter. I thought Collins won it, to be honest. But
yeah, I certainly had Collins winning it, and I think the corner's a little bit surprised by that one. And I think Fields was a little bit surprised, to be honest, as well. But you know, credit to him, he came and had a go. Yeah, moved to 3-0 now.
Yeah, 3-0.